Russia is ramping up attacks across the country, but relief this morning is some of the besieged residents of Mariupol finally allowed to evacuate.
And another major show of support from the U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi meeting with President Zelenskyy in Kyiv, later pledging that America will stand with Ukraine until victory is won. Senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, Robin, good morning. Actually, we've now moved to the eastern city of Kyiv. This is the country's second largest city, and it's been relentlessly bombarded since day one of this war. This building that I'm standing in front of, incredibly, was a school before the war. Then the Russians came, they occupied it, and you can see it bears all the scars of the heavy battles that have been fought here as this war grinds on relentlessly. This morning, after weeks of relentless Russian bombardment, a small group of terrified people finally emerge into the light from underground shelters in Mariupol. Roughly 100 civilians, mainly women and children, have been evacuated from the Azovstal steel plant so far, in a joint operation by the UN and Red Cross. Some have been underground for weeks. The video released by the far-right Azov paramilitary group and shared by local Ukrainian officials. President Zelenskyy applauding the evacuation effort, saying, for the first time in all the days of the war, this vital corridor has started working. These satellite images show parts of the steel plant completely destroyed over the course of the Russian siege. And this video, posted by a local official on Sunday, shows how devastated the city is. Countless homes and buildings razed to the ground by weeks of bombing. And now the Russians ramping up attacks further across Ukraine, claiming to have hit 800 targets in just one day, including an airfield near Odessa they claim was storing weapons shipped to Ukraine from the United States and other Western countries. In a bold show of American support, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi led a congressional delegation to Kyiv, the first since the war began, meeting with President Zelenskyy and assuring the Ukrainians that the US will have its support for the duration of the war.
Your fight is a fight for everyone, and so our commitment is to be there for you until the fight is done.
It was a brave show of solidarity between the two nations.
It's yet another sign of a very, very strong support that Ukraine has here in the United States.
After weeks of alleged sabotage inside Russia, reports of a large fire at a military site in Belgorod near the Ukrainian border. The cause unknown. It follows a series of mysterious reports of explosions in several Russian cities, but no claim of responsibility. Well, in a sign of how difficult this war has been for Russia, British intelligence this morning reporting that at the start of the conflict, the Kremlin committed around 65% of all of its combat land forces. They now say that up to a quarter of those units have been rendered, quote, combat ineffective, including some of those special forces. But that doesn't mean that the war for the people of Kyiv or the people of Ukraine is going to end anytime soon.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.